Hello everyone, my name is Robbo and I am back with Pokemon Ultra Violet. Now, before I start moving, which I've now started doing, I have to say I'm recording this post-video because, fun fact, when you have to change settings to stream, you need to change them back when you record, otherwise they don't pick up your microphone. So I recorded all my commentary for this episode and that's all gone, so we're having to do the commentary for this. I only know this because I recorded another one after this, another episode which also doesn't have audio, but for that I don't really need it because it's kind of a filler episode. You'll see more next. But anyway, I decided I wanted to get through this quick and do Surge and the rival battle and then start heading on towards Celadon. So we're underleveled for this. Going back to what I was talking about, it was about mainly that I was happy to be playing Pokemon in Generation 3 like this, normally. I did about a week ago finish playing Pokemon Leaf Green Pacifist over on Twitch. I will be starting Emerald there soon, next day or two probably. So if you're interested in watching me play Pokemon live, then there's a link in the description below. We have a lot of fun on chat. If you're there, I'll back and forth with you all the time whilst you watch me try and struggle through the game like that, but it's fun. Check it out. So we're starting with the rival battle. I thrown out original first. I meant to actually put Roxanne in the lead position, but I kind of forgot to do that. So I decided to stick with original. I went for transform to try and sort of mirror match it. Luckily it was a good choice as it used Sand Attack, which doesn't affect me. And because of that I just started going straight for Gusts. Now, like I said, I was very happy to be playing Pokemon fairly normally again, especially on an easygoing ROM. The Pacifist run did make me a little frustrated a few times, shall we say, but it was a fun run in general. So, I think people enjoyed watching it. But anyway, the original Pokemon here is going to knock out Pidgeotto, but it took a lot of HP to do so. This is the peril of being underleveled. You kind of struggle in fights like this. Luckily, we're kind of good against the rest of the team. I stuck with original, try and Sand Attack, and maybe try and beat Raticate that way. Unfortunately for me, the AI doesn't seem to give a shit about accuracy as Hyper Fang hits. Now, Hyper Fang has an 85% hit rate, and I'd hit it with a Sand Attack, so the game just don't care sometimes. I throw Mushroom Man out there solely because I need to get a safe switch into Roxanne. So, rip Mushroom Man, you have served the team well. It's not as if he was going to be a big player for the rest of the run anyway, so he was a sacrificial lamb. And it enables me to get Roxanne in safely. And since Roxanne has Dig, I don't have to worry about taking one attack every 2 turns. And right there, he wastes it with Tail Whip. So Roxanne digs. It'll be enough nearly to kill Raticate. When my glorious Larvitar re-emerges. I go for another dig because I know that the poison will kill it. And the next thing that comes out will probably be Charmeleon. Because it has Metal Claw. So I predicted that. So that when Larvitar basically came straight back up, that was a straight hit with Dig. To be honest, I kind of had to take risks like that because I had no other options. Like, Larvitar had to win the rest of this battle on her own. But it was good, good battle. Could have been a bit closer, to be honest. If there'd been a Metal Claw right there, we might have been struggling. I've probably been down to... I reckon that would have taken me to Red Bar. Like, Roxanne is bulky, but it's still a super effective Metal Claw, so... But we never had to worry about that as we took down Charmeleon, and all he has left is his Kadabra. So I think what I did here was check to see the damage that I would do with Bite as opposed to Dig. Yeah. I was checking Special Attack and Attack. Now, Special Attack isn't that much lower, so I go for a Bite. He went for a Disable first turn, so my Bite hits, And I decided to swap over to Dig, predicting that he would use Disable again, which he did. And that's the battle, ladies and gentlemen. A lot easier than I expected. If he'd have done Confusion first turn, I'd have been a bit more worried, but there we go. That's our rival Belen beaten. So we can go get cut and then go fight Surge. We also get Rock Slide here on Roxanne, which is really nice because it means that the Rock Slide in Rock Tunnel can be used for someone else. So I could teach it to Original or someone else with the ability to learn it. I actually make a bit of a mistake here by getting rid of Sandstorm. I should have kept Sandstorm, because it can be quite useful, especially with the Raichu that's coming up. If I'd had Sandstorm, I think this battle would have ended a couple turns earlier, and it wouldn't have been quite so nail-biting. Now, I do want to give a shout-out to everybody who was present during these streams, especially to Wolf. I know you might be watching. You were great. You were there for almost all the streams. So was Atomic, Tempest. You turned up on several occasions to keep me company. Good friends of mine, Matt, Smudge, Colours. You all turned up as well. I got new sort of followers on Twitch like Moldmancer. It was great. It was really fun. There was some great interaction between people, and it was just nice chatting with people. So it was fun. I say go. There's a link to Twitch below. There's also a link to the Discord, which I've recently set up. It's still a baby server. It's still a baby server, so could do with all of the new people we could get if you're interested, chatting about whatever really. Right, with our rival defeated, I go back to the Pokemon Center. No, I don't. Do I? I don't know what I do. I'm just standing still looking at nothing. No, I go back to the Pokemon Center. I do need to drop off Mushroom Man and heal. Also, my finger keeps twitching and hitting the right bumper, which is why that screen pops up from time to time. So that's why that happens. I had 4 Pokemon in the box. I was shocked, but I haven't played this for, it must be now in a month. I was shocked to see 4 Pokemon in the box, 2 of which I'd actually trained. Now, I remember what killed Richard. It was that, I think he got hit with 3 crits against Misty. So, that's what killed him. I don't know what killed Mankey, but Mankey sucked because it was modest, so... Which is a shame, because I like Primeape. I think Primeape is a really cool Pokemon. I liked it in the show as well. I just think Primeape was awesome. I think he's got a great design. Plus, he is part of one of the most, quite an infamous infinite game loops in Pokemon, which was if you made him a low enough level, gave him Rage, and went in just with him against Lorelei and used Rage, it started an infinite battle in Red and Blue. Because in Red and Blue, as with most Pokemon games, but those in particular, it based its move choice on typing. And because Primeape was fighting type, and Dugong had Rest, Lorelei would always use Rest. Now you think that might not be a problem, because obviously they'll run out of PP. Gen 1, they didn't run out of PP. They had infinite PP for all of their moves. So basically, all that would happen is you would use Rage. Rage would do next to nothing. Lorelei would rest. And it would just go into this never-ending cycle. Also, this trash can puzzle can go to hell. I can't believe how lucky I got to get it there. But yeah, seriously, trash can puzzle, get lost. Nobody likes you. What's worse is Lieutenant Surge actually puts trash into each of them, so you got to rummage through that to try and find the button, and then when you don't, you've rummaged your hand through this trash with no reward. Like, Lieutenant Surge is a dick. Plain and simple. So the good thing about having Roxanne here with Dig is that literally nothing can really hurt her in the gym. Surge's Voltorb has Sonic Boom. His Pikachu has quick attack, and his Raichu has quick attack, I think. Which really isn't very in keeping with him, from what we know. Considering he evolved his Raichu before it could get that, so... It would have been cool to see a Raichu with Body Slam. Raichu was also tougher in Gen 1. Because Shockwave didn't exist. So Surge used Thunderbolt. I think it had Thunderbolt and Mega Kick or something. Like, in Gen 1, Surge just had no chill. His Raichu was just insane. Don't quote me on the Mega Kick. I only think. I know it had Thunderbolt, and I thought it had another powerful move. Anyway, back with Surge. Lead him with Roxanne, who's obviously just going to dig against everything. But because we're slower, we get hit with the Sonic Boom, which isn't good, because we don't have a lot of health to begin with. So we've just lost over a third of it to a very crap move. But Voltorb is a one hit. Pikachu will be the same. It'll just be a one hit damage. It just depends what move Pikachu used first, which I believe it used Double Team. And then it used Quick Attack afterwards, which makes me wonder, why did it use Double Team while I was above the ground and Quick Attack? When I was underground with Dig. Anyway, that takes out Pikachu. Unfortunately, Static paralyzes me, so we're now going into the battle with Raichu paralyzed, which isn't great. But because Thunderbolt can't really hurt me, I'm not too worried. The scary thing is, it has Double Team. And I'm paralyzed. And my main move takes 2 turns. I think you guys can see the problems that are going to arise here. So, Raichu keeps spamming Double Team because he's a dick. And Roxanne gets fully paralyzed, so no digging. It's not a fun battle. I'm just lucky that Roxanne is rock ground. To her credit, she keeps breaking through paralysis, but because of the double teams, we just can't hit him. We get one hit there, and he super potions. Now, what would have been nice is if I'd had bloody Sandstorm here. So I could have just kept throwing that up, rather than just constantly missing with other moves. Well, I could have thrown Sandstorm up, gone back to using Dig, and then Sandstorm again once sort of it ended. I did actually swap over to Rock Slide because I'd started to get paralyzed a bit and I was getting kind of frustrated. So I went back to Dig though because Dig one-shots from this range, so that was the main thing. Like if I could just hit one Dig. Unfortunately, it was the hitting that was the problem. And I don't have a lot of health and Quick Attack does 5 damage, so I was getting worried. I couldn't believe he could still have more double teams for spam either. I thought that he'd actually sort of max his evasion, but he hadn't. And this is where I started to panic because 16 health and I got paralyzed again. So it's not looking too hot. So all we can do is keep going for Dig. And luckily we hit and beat Surge. That was a battle that took far longer than it should have done. But yeah, we did it. So now that Surge is beaten, I actually, before I recorded this episode, I did research on where I could first find new Pokemon. And it's actually in Vermilion, so that's what the next episode is. It's me going to where you can get Gen 3 Pokemon. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you want to skip the next one, that's fine. It's not going to be commentary. Nothing really happens in it. So don't worry if you don't. If you want to skip it for the next one, it is longer as well. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all next time.